Welcome to the Series Sweep podcast where I'm breaking down each and every single series for the Dodgers for the 2020 season. And right now that is the World Series. You can find me on YouTube on the Series Sweep. You can find me on Twitter at EEULAU. Today's unofficial, official, not actually officially sponsored by Firestone Lager. One of the best craft lagers out there. For one of you 3 people out there in the world still drinking actual beer, not seltzers or kombuchas or hey, whatever you're into. But this right here, glorious. Let's get to it. Quick reminder, we're going to do this in about 5 minutes. Last segment was about 10 minutes. We kind of doubled up there. We'll keep it short and sweet here. Games 1 and 2 in the books for the World Series. How do we get there? Dodgers win Game 1, 8-3. It was awesome. Game 2 was awful, not awesome. Lost 4-6 in a game that I think the Dodgers gave away. We'll get to Game 2 in a second. But here's the rest of the schedule. You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got Buehler on the bump tomorrow. Then you're going to have Julio Urias, which is a big reason he didn't pitch last night in a very bullpenny game for the Dodgers that they gave away. And then Game 5, you'll have the return of Kershaw. No idea who's throwing 4 and 5 for the Rays. It will be Charlie Morton, the old Astros nemesis, tomorrow against Walker Buehler. All right, let's get to it. Dodgers get it started. There is a man on second, and I believe it is Max Muncy who walked, got over to second base, and Cody Bellinger starts it off. God, I got to get my mute game on point. But anyway, just absolutely cracks one. Dodgers bullpen's loving it. It's great. They're up 2-0. Rays come back with a run of their own, and then we go to the bottom of the fifth, and this guy legit manufactures a run, gets the walk, steals 2 bases. Everyone gets a taco. Woo! Thanks, Joe Buck. But that right there is a badass stat. Second player in World Series history with a walk and multiple stolen bases in the same inning, besides Babe Ruth in 1921. God damn, Mookie Betts is good. Now let's get to kind of the chemistry changing, the pivotal play for Game 1. The Rays are building up a little rally. They got 2 dudes on. Victor Martinez, who has not pitched well. We got a full boat, 3-2. And this is one of the more wild double plays you'll see. Yet another opponent's base running blunder that the Dodgers were able to take advantage of. You see this right here. Zunino's swinging a good bat, a lot of power, not a lot of average. Cracks it right into his glove. The dude is way off second, doubled up. Victor Gonzalez still has all that time and almost blows the play. He's fired up, gets him out of the inning. Dodgers win 8-3. But Eric, what about Clayton Kershaw? What about him? The dude was awesome. 6 innings pitched, looked really rough in the first. Kevin Kiermaier took him deep, but 8 Ks, and John Schmaltz called if he gets through this first inning, he'll be rocking and rolling. So there's the postseason stats. I mean, obviously he had that meltdown against the Braves, but not a bad playoff so far for Clayton Kershaw. The slider was working, the curveball was okay, but he came out throwing 93. I think he even touched 94 on the fastball. Clayton Kershaw, a great Game 1. Very similar, reminds me of the 2017 World Series where he dominated the Astros in Game 1 and the Dodgers won in convincing fashion. And you were convinced, absolutely convinced, they were just going to barnstorm through that series. But Game 2 came along. Game 2, the Dodgers decided to use a opener, Tony Gonsolin, which I disagree with. They really just wanted to use Floro for some key hitters in that lineup. And if that was the case, throw Pedro Baez out there. Hell, throw Kenley out there in the first inning. I don't care. But to use Gonsolin to keep screwing with him and not letting him provide the length of 3-4 innings or turns through the lineup, however you want to count things these days, I think was a huge mistake by the Dodgers. I think Dave Roberts and Andrew Friedman decided to kind of mail this game in a sense, to set their rotation and their bullpen up for success down the road in this series. Nothing wrong with that, except if you lose the series because you gave away a game. There was not one of these bullpen arms. This would be kind of your A squad. However you feel about Kenley Jansen, okay, let's throw him out. I thought we'd see Julio Urias in that game last night. We did not. I thought we did see Dustin May, who once again looked awful. And I think Gonsolin and May have both not looked good because they haven't been used appropriately. And I think throwing these guys in the fire in mid-game sometimes in their first World Series is a big challenge. You also saw Edwin Rios struggle at the plate last night when Dave Roberts, for some ungodly reason, pinch hit AJ Polluck against the lefty Nick Anderson to get Edwin Rios in there, who did not even have a competitive at-bat. He looked completely lost. So now, Game 2, what were the keys to the losses? We used all of our B bullpen arms. Justin Turner, who I'm sorry, has not had a great impactful hit in this World Series. I know he had the home run against the Braves later in that series in the NLCS, but I'm sorry, he's starting to look old. I still love him. I respect everything he's done for the Dodgers. But when there's runners on first and second, and you're trying to get a rally going, and you strike out on a pitch low and away, which I think 2 years ago Turner would have never swung at, that is frustrating. The Kike error in the fifth could have turned the double play, could have got the Dodgers out of the inning. It was only 1-0 at that point. He did not. He screwed it up. He fumbled it. They only got the out at second. Next thing you know, Wendell doubles in two. It's 3-0, and the game just seemed like it was too far of a reach to come back and win. So game 3, I think it's the pivotal game. A lot of people disagree with me, friends I've talked to, but I think it's a huge game. You want length from Buehler, and the reason they didn't use Urias last night, they're going to have him for game 4. And who knows what the Rays are going to do. They're a very good club. Do not look past this team. Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, I mean, those guys are great. I expect a Rosarena or Randy Arizona, as some call him, to get going. But they're a well-managed team. So we're heading into a critical, frustrating, or hopefully not frustrating. It could be a long weekend. It's going to be a very and I mean long, and then you're going to be nervous, you're going to be tense. You're not going to be as relaxed as you should be. But the carrot on the end of the stick is the first Dodgers World Series in a long, long time. Because for the rest of this podcast, I'm not saying the year. We're all tired of hearing about it. So that's it. I'm going to Hawaii for some family stuff, take care of some family things. So I'm bringing my laptop. I am hoping that I'm doing a knock on fake plastic table, a Dodgers are World Series champs next week from Hawaii. That would be nice. So my friends, thank you as always for watching. Please subscribe, rate, review, share with your Dodger friends, your baseball-loving friends. Hell of a World Series. I expect a great game from Walker Buehler tomorrow night. See you on the other side.